Hey everybody, thanks for joining us again. This is our first mode video and it's going to be on manual mode. We're going to talk about what it is, how it works, where you can go to from manual mode, and the different settings that are within that mode. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll turn on the device, and one thing you'll notice is when you turn on the device, this is going to kind of imitate deploying the trolling motor. It's always going to go A, into manual mode, and B, to the 12 o'clock position. So every time, if you're out, you're fishing, say you're doing a sweep on a brush pile, you pull the trolling motor up, you move to a new spot. When you deploy that trolling motor, you're going back to manual mode, 12 o'clock position. So every time you do that, it's resetting itself to the 12 o'clock position. And this makes everything really easy. You're not going into a mode going back into a sweep, and you don't want to be in a sweep and have to dig out of that. So with that, we'll jump in, turn the device on. Again, this is just like you deployed it, and you notice it moves to a 12 o'clock position. So the three green LEDs signify the manual mode. 3 out of a ring of 60 is 18 degrees. That represents your cone width. So you can use this to align your cast. So if you stand over this and make the perfect cast straight over that, you'll know right where your bait is. It's really, really handy. You'll also notice we can move 18 RPM, so we can move really fast, or we can move super duper slow. So we've got so much control, so much more control than a 2-button device. We can really, and I don't know how well you can see on the video, but you can really, really get things dialed in. You've got so much more control than anything else on the market. We're really, really pleased with our motion control system, and I can't wait for people to get their hands on it. So from manual mode, again, you can move fast, you can move slow. One thing I want to show here is we have no blind spot, so we can look straight behind the boat. There's 540 degrees of rotation with this, and then we hit what's called our cord wrap limits. So from straight forward, we've gone around clockwise, and you'll notice when we get to 270 degrees, it unwinds. And that's to keep your cord from sitting there winding up. So it's got automatic cord unwrap, which is a great feature. So again, our goal is for you not to have to think about this thing. So we want the angler concentrating on fishing and not worried about a turret. So no blind spot, full cord wrap control, 18 RPM max speed, basically zero limit on how slow you can go, sub 1 degree detail on movement. Okay, so from here, we've got, I showed in our other videos, you transition to the other modes with short presses of the left and right button. That'll take you to compass lock, trolling motor mirror, and back to manual in a loop. So we also have settings that we can set. And from manual, we have 2 settings that we can set. So a long press of the right button takes us into brightness. And here, it's just like, think of a volume control on a stereo. We can dial in, up and down the brightness of the LEDs. So if you're fishing at night, these LEDs, it's hard to tell on this video, but they are very bright. So if you're out at night or very early in the morning, late in the afternoon, you will not want it full brightness. So you can make that adjustment, and click of a button takes you. We've saved that. Now we've moved on to what's called zero set, and this is where we align your sonar transducers with the boat. So you'll see where the alignment is now. If we move that, so let's say we move that around to here, and we long right press, we store it, three dots. Now this is our new 0. So when you deploy, this is straight with the boat. So when you first set up your device, you'll align it, you'll store that, and then you won't have to fool with that again. So, but all of that's done off of manual mode. Again, long right press takes us into brightness. We want to go back to manual. We're back to manual. Long right press, brightness, another right press, reset 0. We can reset that anywhere we want to set it. Long press, store that, back to manual. If we want to go to compass lock, short press, compass lock, back to manual. So that's just a little highlight of manual mode and some of our motion control. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or shoot us an email. And again, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to getting more videos out soon. Thanks.